Hello folks, Faust and Frank here, and today I want to talk about hard work, consistency, which includes patience and a sense of reward. Stick with me in this video to find out why these are important to keep in mind when working on your progression in life. So welcome back folks to my channel. As I said, Faust and Frank here. I would like to apologize for being off for the last couple of months. However, I was busy completing a course online which could possibly lead me to new jobs, new opportunities, and I wanted to be as efficient as possible, complete that ahead of time in order for me to be a bit more efficient than my competition out there. 6 months course, I wanted to finish it in 4. So I didn't really want to focus on anything else because obviously I have a full-time job at the moment as well as keeping up a house and keeping up with my other habits, which actually were part of the 5 habits which I talked about. So again, I would like to apologize for not making videos, but as one of the laws of power states, intensity beats extensivity. So focusing on one thing beats being extensive and focusing on many things at once. Yeah. So today I want to talk about hard work, consistency, and patience and reward. So if any of you guys out there are on a journey of improvement, and you guys find that sometimes you get frustrated, like you're working hard every day, you get into this mode of just being a bit robotic, and like myself, I noticed that you get to this pattern, this kind of um, habitual things that you have to do to complete your tasks every day. Discipline, if you will, which is not bad. Of course, you need discipline to finish what you started and to focus on one thing. And I said to you before, that is one of the reasons why I chose to be uh, to show more intent towards one thing rather than be extensive and do many things at once. So really, the only thing I kind of gave up on doing for the last couple of months was my YouTube channel, which I felt quite bad about because I was like, okay, I'm going to do that too. But I thought, well, I want to be more competitive in the field that I'm completing. That would be the course that I completed. And I do believe that one of the things that makes you competitive in this role is speed and being more efficient than your competition. So I decided to finish that in a very efficient time. With that being said, you still get into this treadmill or this really day-to-day approach of, yeah, say for me it was go to work, go to the gym, do my projects, go to the work, go to the gym, do my project. You get frustrated. However, I ask every guy out there not to be frustrated because it's a consistency that will eventually pay off. So be consistent with your job, be consistent with your work, and know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And even if sometimes, for me at the moment, I'm applying for new jobs in order to break into my field of studies. So at the moment, I'm a bit anxious about how long this is gonna take, who's gonna hire me. But as I said, one of my key factors was the speed, but at the same time being showing eye to detail in doing my projects. So that's why I chose to be intensive instead of extensive. So I focus on one thing and do it precisely well. So what's the reward aspect? So many of us out there, I know as many guys, such as my friends, also are very competitive and they're also in the tech industry, very, very hardworking folks. I see them that they do their work day to day and they get frustrated, they get caught up. And I'm thinking, you know what? After a couple of months of hard work, literally a couple of months of doing the same thing, being consistent, being due diligent, going ahead with our work, we have to reward ourselves with a bit of a break. So we have to say, take off a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and say, okay, now I'm going to go on a holiday. Now I'm going to enjoy the summer per se, because now I'm getting into the summer period in Scotland. So I say, okay, I'm going to travel. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to go to Prague and to Budapest, which I did. Because for the last 8 months, 6 to 8 months, all I've been doing is, since I came back from my holidays from Croatia, was follow the five routines, the pent up power, which I have followed. And if you haven't looked at that video, please go on my channel, look at it. It's basically, I talk about the 5 habits which will lead you to a good progression in your life, which would be hard work, looking after your health, side hustle. Um, um, it was what was the other one? Uh, Constructive socializing. So that would be like going out, dancing, or meeting people, building your network, or say hiking, stuff that you do for fun, but it's not like decadent, like say going to a club and getting wasted. And the fifth one would be to analyze and go over these other 4 habits to see, keep them in check, kind of like a service for your car, but for yourself, in these 5 habits. So I've been following these 5 habits for the last 8 months. They paid off really well. As I said, I made more money this year than last year, and this showed through the tax year evaluation, which showed that I made about £4,000 more than I did last year. And also bought myself a house, so this was the hard work paid off. My side hustle would have been finishing the course, which paid off. Constructive socializing was me getting better at salsa and bachata, which are forms of dancing, and getting a girlfriend through that, which I did not even intend to get one, but I could make a video on that too, actually. So that paid off, and then in the gym, I've been improving new PRs, um, well, personal records, and getting a better physique. And I've been tracking these with my the fifth point, which would be tracking the habits. But eventually, you get to this point where you do these 5 things, and it's great, it's excellent. You have to do that because you can't be hyped up. You have to eventually have to get into a routine, show consistency, and be disciplined. So this is what you have to do. But eventually, you do feel like you get a bit of a burnout. So guys, I want to say to everyone out there, please, please, when you get to this point of doing 6 to 8 months of like I would say a campaign, like a campaign of getting projects done, I would say please reward yourself. Go on a holiday, maybe take a couple of weeks off from hard work. Keep working. So for example, there's a time when you build. Okay, so from the end of August till now, so that would be the end of May. My aim was to get a third citizenship. Yeah, that's right, a third citizenship. Finish my course and buy a house. So I done this now. So I'm not gonna. So maybe not. Maybe or maybe not. I'm not gonna get a job. But my 3 key aspects were to get the passport or the third citizenship, to get a house, and to finish a course. So I done this. So I'm not gonna punish myself now if I don't get a job before the summer ends, because that was not part of my campaign. So my campaign was to level up with these 3 things, level up in life by getting these 3 things, and I achieved that. And I achieved it in 8 months. I gave myself a year to do it, and I done it in 8 months. Made me very efficient, happy. And I was thinking the other day, oh, but I could have a new job by the end of the summer. I could have a bit more money. I could be, I don't know, I could have done more networking. I could have done more YouTube videos, but I'm not gonna eat myself because I haven't done this, because there's only so much time in the day that I could do things. I'm not superhuman. And besides these 3 projects that I wanted to do in my campaign, I also had to keep up the house that I bought. I also had to go to the gym to keep relations up, to visit my family, which is very underrated by many guys, underestimated by keeping up relations with family and friends. So there's other things in life that people have to do, even such things like jury duty coming in, or maintenance around the house, like gardening. These are things that all take time, and I'm not gonna punish myself just because I haven't got a job. So guys, all I'm gonna say is, when you get into this hardworking mode and you decide to reach goals, like for me, the three things that I mentioned, and I achieved them. Now it's time not to slack, but to maybe maintain what I have achieved and enjoy the summer. And it's very important. Maintain what you have achieved, but don't slack. Keep in mind that after 3 or 4 weeks or after the summer, you're going to have to set yourself new targets. So for me, it would be to get a new job, or to do more YouTube videos, or to do more to build on my portfolio for my IT course, which I have done. But I can do that once the summer is finished. So I created the goals last in 2022 summer, which I have achieved. Now I'm gonna be on a cruising phase, but I'm not gonna level up during the summer really quick, or I'm not gonna at least kick myself for not getting a new job. But I'm gonna cruise. At the same time, I'm gonna hand in a few applications to jobs. I'm gonna build not as intensely on my portfolio as I could then when I'm gonna get back from the summer. But I'm gonna keep in mind I'm not gonna totally just not do anything, because I can't do that. It's not in my nature as a productive man to completely be like, okay, I'm gonna do the bare minimum now. I'm gonna do my 8 hour job and then come home and do nothing. No, I'm gonna do my 8 hour job and maybe do a little bit of a portfolio work, or a little bit of a CV application, or a little bit of a handing in of a CV here and there. A CV is curriculum, or how do you call it in the States? Resume. But okay, so because summer's here, I want to enjoy it too. I want to reward myself, because if you keep constantly working really hard, like I've done for the last 8 months, let's have this routine, this really intensive routine, which I liked. But you are going to burn yourself out. You can't just be on full thruster for constantly for years upon years upon years. No, you can put yourself on a full thrust for maybe 8 months, but then you have to chill a bit. You have to pull the levers back and maybe be on a cruising phase. Look, for example, let's look at an aircraft. You look at an aircraft. You put the full thrusters on when you want to take off and when you're reaching a good altitude. But then you kind of cruise. You just cruise. So you don't have to have the same strength in the engine as when you're taking off and you're reaching that 10,000 feet. You can cruise. And if you kept the full thrusters on constantly, you're going to burn out and you're going to crash. Same with the gym. You can only cut, or you can only hold back on your calories for so long to reach your goal, your physique. But eventually you're gonna burn out because you're pushing it and you're not having enough calories. So you have to make sure you reach this cruise. So a cruise for me, like in an aircraft, it's not shutting off the engines, because then you're gonna crash again. It's reaching a state where you have reached your goals, like an aircraft does with the height, but then you cruise. You cruise a bit. And then if you want to reach a higher altitude, you can push the engines a bit more. So, guys, reward yourself. Go on a holiday, chill for 2, 3 weeks, enjoy your fruits of your labor. Okay, enjoy them. Okay, reflect on what you have done. Okay, so for me, it's gonna be okay. I have achieved that. I have finished my course. I have got myself a house. I have got myself a third citizenship, which is very important for me because it gives you so much freedom when you want to travel or when you want to live somewhere else, eventually in the future. So reward yourself. Don't totally shut off the engines. Like for me, I'm gonna still apply for a job, still keep my eyes open, still go for networking events, IT events out there, build on my portfolio. But I'm not gonna keep to my regimented routine, which I have done for the last 8 months. I mean, for the last 8 months, guys, literally what I have done was literally wake up at 6 in the morning, at least 4 days out of the week, and go to the gym, then go to the work till 9 till 5, maybe do an overtime shift, like a few hours after work to get more money, come home, do another 2, 3 hours, well, 2 hours of an IT, the course of the IT, and that would lead me to 9 o'clock. Maybe talk to my friend over the phone, discuss some projects, and then go to bed and repeat and repeat and repeat. On a Friday, Saturday, I would maybe do some social constructive socializing, which would be the dancing, because I like dancing, build my network. And then Sunday, I would wake up, study again, and then go to work. And then Monday, I had the day off, and maybe I would go see a family. But I've done this for the last 6, 8 months. So essentially it was gym, work, and study, gym, work, study, gym, work, study, which paid off. But I can't do this for year upon year or year upon end. So now my routine is going to be, because also my work pattern is going to change. So I'm going to go to work, come home, study, but maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, send in a few applications, enjoy the summer, be with my girlfriend, um, so, still send a few applications here and there, but I'm going to take it easy. And then hopefully get a new job. And then obviously my new campaign after the summer will be to get better at the job that I will get, hopefully, or get really close, get more networking done, apply myself with more networking to find a good job, uh, build on my portfolio intensively so I can potentially go off into freelancing or consulting in a couple of years. So build on my portfolio, even if I have to do work for free for someone else. Working for free shows your ambition and you're beating your competition. That's one of the things that I like that Andrew Tate said, that um, say to someone, okay, I'll do your work for free. I'll do it for free. Not, you don't have to do that for forever, because you're not an idiot. You don't want to do work for free forever, but you have to then in the beginning to show that you're willing to stand out from the crowd. So that's one of the things I'm gonna do. Maybe look at investment opportunities. So that's what I'm gonna do now. After the summer, it's look for a job or get better at a job that I get, build my portfolio, so I can get to freelancing and consulting. But now the summer's here, I'm gonna reward myself. And lastly on this video, guys, be patient. I am not a patient man, I can admit that. I am not a patient man. I notice myself that when I get to what I want really quickly, and that is the other reason why I have finished my 6 months course in 4 months. That is the full IT course in 4 months. Networking, I've been to at least 6 networking events in the last 2-3 months. So networking would be to go to IT events and meet people. I worked overtime at my job to the point of exhaustion because I wanted more money. I wanted more money to put away to invest in precious metals, which I also do, also one of my side hustles. But you have to be patient with yourself, guys. You can't sow a seed in the ground, go out there in 3 weeks, and then accept that you have a nice fruit that you bite into and it's going to taste sweet. No, you have to wait for that fruit to ripen. Unfortunately, there is a waiting element, and I know there are guys out there who are like me, who think that speed is key, which is key. Speed is key. You have to beat your competition with speed. However, some things are not up to you. Some things you have to wait for. Some talents takes time to build, and some things depend on other people. So I want to get employed quickly and efficiently, but for example, very practically speaking, HR takes its time. They look through hundreds of CVs, curriculums, resumes, so it will take time. Not everything is up to you, so you have to be patient. So that's also a key takeaway from this video, guys. So guys, thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for any followers, little as I have, that look on my videos, but I've been off. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my videos as well. But I'm not going to kick myself. As I said, I had other things to do. And yeah, this is Faustian Frank. Stay strong, stay hardworking, but don't burn yourself out. And be patient with yourselves, folks. Be patient with yourselves. As long as you know you're progressing in a good direction, it's fine. It's fine. Don't slack. Keep progressing. Put the thrusters on sometimes. Put the cruising on sometimes. But know your aims. Know what you want to do. Don't just go aimlessly from like a ship without a rudder. Make sure you have a focused aim and go towards it. Even if you get there slower, but get there. But be patient. Alright guys, this is Faust and Frank out.